What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Piscine Predator, back with you today for not a dead video, but today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna talk some true crime, baby. Yeah, I've been into the true crime game for a while now, man. We talking like 10 years easy. Now, primarily, I was just a lurker on channels, man. I'd be, just checking out people's new documentaries, new videos they put up on like old serial killers, cold crimes, stuff like that. Like I just find the human mind fascinating. So that being said, that's one of my favorite topics to cover, honestly, to research, to study, all that. Anyways, all that being said, I want to talk today about the Idaho 4 case, right? I might as well jump on it. Everybody else that follows has made a video about it. Now, here's my thing though, is from jump, I was following this case from the moment it broke, right? And it was pretty apparent right off the gate that this was not this was different. This wasn't like somebody got mad at their significant other or their ex and they did some crazy stuff. Everybody went crazy with that, thinking it was like the ex-boyfriend, the boyfriend's friend, another random dude that just don't have a very good time with women, got kicked out of fraternity, and all kinds of crazy stuff. But from jump, I was saying, dude, this is an incel, 100% incel, right? Now, that's a blanket term, right, for individuals involuntary celibates, right? For guys that can't get women, they're all angry at women like it's women's fault. Now, we can get into that topic. It's a huge topic to get into. But anyways, I was telling from the get, man. Like I was on multiple live stream, chats, and just putting it out there like, yo, this is an insult, dude. This dude is he's gonna have that stereotype serial killer evolution, right? Um, and his is different. It's not just that evolution that you see a lot of serial killers go through, where it's just a slow progression up to the point where they finally go into red mode, that kill mode. But with this guy, he's like, man, I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be. They say every serial killer is a sociopath or psychopath. And this dude definitely, probably sociopath. Not even probably. I'm gonna say sociopath. Sociopath. I'm getting some vibes of possible being on the spectrum. Especially with stories about women saying that the way that he talks to them, and like other people witnessing the way that he talks to women and stuff. That almost seems like not so much as somebody that's like, I don't know, misogynist. He seems more like a person that doesn't understand social cues. So I'm thinking like the bullying that he went through as a younger guy, with girls and everything. I got a feeling that was more so him not understanding social cues and making himself seem like a creep. Now, I've been around enough people on the spectrum, and that's true, man. A lot of them, social cues aren't their strength. Shit, man, I might be on the spectrum because a lot of times, man, I don't even pick up on some stuff. So I can totally see that. Um, what else, dude? Like this case is crazy, dude. Okay, so the speculations running wild. Just, I mean, tinfoil hat, drink the Kool-Aid, conspiracy juice, like it was nuts. Then the rest happened. Of course, everybody speculating this, and that. He knew the girls, he's stalking the girls. Then it was crazy. And then the arresting affidavit came out. And God, dude, that is so much information, so much more than they needed to arrest him. So it just made me wonder, like, damn, dude, how much more do they have? Well, so we're kind of stuck with that, the arrest, affidavit, speculation is just kind of like, they're gonna do what they do. It's YouTube, man. It's the online community. We sleuth it, we speculate it, and all that good stuff. But here's the thing: once that affidavit hit, and there was no more information, God, dude, the speculations got even worse, and dudes just started digging in and looking for language on both the affidavit. Like, there's some co-defendant language, which is I feel like it's just probably blanket, vocabulary to cover everything when you're doing your initial, paperwork to get the arrest affidavit and all that. But some of these people, man, they're dead set. Okay, now co-defendant. Now Now somebody else is involved in, or what, they have the whole search warrant sealed for Koberger's house. So there has to be something crazy in that, right? He has to be linked to this. People are linking him to one of the survivor's boyfriends, and there was like drug house, and they were pushing stuff, and the FBI's involved, and they're in a cut. Dude, y'all crazy as hell, man. From the get, dude. You can go back and even look at one person did this. One sick, evil, twisted person whose society, this just wasn't for him. This earth was not for him. It wasn't meant for him. You know? Like, it's nuts, dude. So one person did this shit. One person, guys. One motherfucking person. Plain and simple. One person. Does the one person try to get other people connected into it? I mean, there's a possibility. There's a possibility. This dude was smart enough to know that there's certain things that he could do to throw off, throw the whole trial off, to create some kind of like doubt in jurors' heads when it went to trial. Because know this, he knew that this was going to come. Guys, man, they unsealed the search warrant today. And what happened? There ain't nobody else on that search warrant. There's no mentions of anything of any code of nobody else, man. Nobody else. And everybody like speculating like the search warrant says it must be sealed because if it's unsealed it could affect the case, and then it could also have the effect of endangering the public, the community. Well, yeah, dude, they let too much out and people start digging and they're messing up the case and they're, dude, this case doesn't go well and this dude gets off. That's a danger to the community. How do you guys not understand that? I see a ton of you guys going up on all these live chats, panels and shit, just speculating on the most just ridiculous shit, man. Like your IQ is 10. I don't know, it's crazy. Almost like some of y'all need to stay off the panels because the moment you start talking, it's like, dude, that shit is forever, bro. Your statements are on there forever. That shit, I don't know, man. Some of y'all, I don't know. Some of y'all look older too, like maybe, like your kids don't check in on you enough. And so you just get on YouTube and start talking to whoever and spouting out whatever nonsense, that comes to your head without anybody there to like, hey, yeah, you might want to rein that in. Anyway, so that's my thoughts right now, dude, is like, one, the FBI didn't run this case. They helped in this case, but what they helped with was the important stuff. All that digital footprint. Dude, so when the FBI is involved, even if they're not leading the investigation, when they decide that it's go time and they got enough for an arrest, boy, they got your ass. I don't give a fuck what everybody wants to argue, like, we don't know all the evidence. Dude, he's done. Now the question is there going to be enough to sway the prosecution into, just making a plea deal with this guy for him to go ahead and admit that he did what he did and maybe get information on where the knife is, what the motive was, all that? Or is this dude getting fried? In my humble opinion, I think this motherfucker gonna get, I shouldn't say fried, he's gonna get that hot shot, baby. He's gonna get that hot shot like they do in the streets. And yeah, I know it's everybody's all guilty till innocent until proven, innocent until proven guilty in court of law. I'm sorry, guys. It's presumed innocent. Presumed. So you could literally have everything but a confession showing that you did it, but they're gonna presume you're innocent until the court date's over and you're given that he's guilty. Man, presumed innocent. All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, this motherfucker guilty. You can't look at all the evidence. I don't give a shit. You can't look at all the evidence and tell me he's not guilty. You're not. You can't tell me that, dude. I don't care. You smoking something good if you think he's innocent. Period. That being said, I was talking in I think it was Grizzly True Crime. I was in the live chat, chatting it up, and I forget if it was like 2 or 3 days ago. And I said something to the fact that, man, you know what? because I was like rethinking about the evidence, the DNA, touch DNA, blood, like all the different ways that they could get evidence to prove that, to place him there, not just him, the evidence of him being in the house, but at the crime scene, but also back at his place. Is there going to be something that proves that he was at the murder house? I'm sorry, I shouldn't even call it that. The crime scene. Fucking people calling it the murder house. That shit is ridiculous. Just like Nancy Gray posting up with that damn table and shit in front of the house. That shit was just bananas, dude. Like straight up horrible. But anyway, so I'm sitting there thinking about it, and I'm like, man, like there's a lot of speculative. This is just, it's crazy, man. But let's facts. So we got the blood on the sheath, or the DNA. Could be blood, could be touch. We're not sure. They're not telling us that they have any other DNA at the house, which I don't see how that. I mean, he could have like did it without hurting himself, but damn, dude, those one of them girls or Ethan, like they had to have gotten some skin cells or something off of him, right? Now that I'm pretty sure they have to have something like that. They bag the hands and everything, so they have to. I mean, they have to. There has to be something. But then I'm thinking, like, how else could they get him? Well, they do that search at the house, and they find one of the victims' DNA at the house. That's it, dude. They find it at Koberger's apartment, his house, whatever. It's a wrap, dude. How the hell is their blood gonna get there? It's a wrap. But here's the other thing I was thinking of. And like, I feel like this would be so fitting if this happens this way, and I got a feeling that it's gonna happen this way. But I don't think he... Everybody's saying he was after Kaylee, and I don't think so. I think he was after the other two girls, to be honest. And I think the reason why Kaylee's wounds were so much worse, is I think he was mad. I think he planned to do what he was going to do on the day to specific people he was going to do it to. And I'm not 100% sure she was on that list. Everybody says, like, it was go time because she'd just come back and, she wasn't going to be there again. I don't think that's it. I think when this dude decided to do this, he decided that he was going to do it and pay homage to previous people that have done it. And, and numerology was going to play, part in it with, the address. I think the only thing that came down to numerology, honestly, was the date that he was going to do it. Plain and simple. So that being said, I think that he made a couple passes. We did see people are going to leave because, he's got to figure it out. People are going to stay so long. Curfews and whatnot at some of the dorms. So he cruising around, he's just waiting for people to leave, and he's noticed ain't nobody leaving, probably seen DoorDash pull up, leave. And at that point, maybe when he saw DoorDash pull up and leave, maybe he thought other people were leaving, maybe he didn't realize it was DoorDash, and once that left, he thought, like, all right, it's go time. So he gets in that house and he goes in, and yeah, now there's an animal that's not always there that's there now, right? Because that animal has spent time between two places, between both owners. So then I was sitting there thinking, like, damn, like, he could have been upset that there's a dog there, right? Something that he's gonna have to worry about making noise. And then, if I'm correct, and he was after a specific girl in one of those top rooms, the Kaylee being there, if he was after, Maddie, then I got a feeling that's why. I think that was rage wounds. I think that her attack looked way more worse because he was mad that she was there. I feel like he was gonna go in and had 2 targets picked, and there ended up being 2 extra people there. And I feel like that initial rage is why it looks so much worse. And I feel like that's what it is. Now we can't prove that. I don't know if that's a fact or anything. That's just me speculating. But I got a feeling that's why the rage was as bad as it was. He went in and had a plan. He obviously was like planning out for a while, and it was go time, and somebody has ruined his plan. And for somebody like him, OCD, possible, sociopath, possibly on the spectrum, just that was too much. Pissed him off. He went ham. Went down to finish the job. Ended up running into another extra person that he didn't know was there. Yeah, dude, I feel like that's it. But here's the thing. I was sitting there thinking about it. How else, besides blood transfer, are we going to get this? How else are they going to get this guy? And I'm thinking, like, damn. What if the dog gets him? Now the dog was gonna try to protect his people, but that dog was in a room. That dog barked. We got it on cam, right? We got it on audio. How fitting would it be if what they found at his apartment was Murphy's hair? If they end up sewing this case up because of that dog's hair, not because of... How else is that dog's hair going to get there? How else is that dog's hair going to get in his apartment? You tell me. Because he was at the crime scene. Period. Touch evidence, latent footprint, description of bushy eyebrows, all that, digital footprint, everything, dude. That real solid, right? But if they find either the victim's blood or that dog's hair at his apartment, that's it. It's a wrap. And I got a feeling that they're gonna come back and say they found that dog's hair at Koberger's apartment. And that's it. It's a wrap, dude. So after we in a little while, right? So we what, 2 months now? A little over 2 months since this murder's taken place. And in 2 months, the local law enforcement and FBI done sew this shit up and, in my opinion, put a bow on it, dude. And this dude's getting it, plain and simple. And I feel like that's what the family wants, and I feel like that's what they should get. So that's my feelings on this case so far. Like, I know we still got stuff that's gonna come out during the trial and everything, but dude, man, tell me that don't make sense. Tell me all that don't make sense, dude. One, the whole conspiracy with the drugs and this and that, like, bullshit. Yeah, Koberger had like drug issues and stuff, but even if he was still doing it, this whole him going to the house to get drugs and it was a drug house and people were, bro, nah, if that was a drug house and it was moving like that, dude, law enforcement would know about it. 100, they would know about it. Just plain and simple. We would have arrests from that house. We would have more than noise complaints. We'll just say that there would be more than just noise complaints if that was like a straight up trap house, drug house. I don't care if it's not fitting for me. And yeah, maybe there's been recreational drugs in there. You tell me where, in what college town that ain't going on. Yeah, you just can't convince me in any other ways, dude. One person did this. Why he did it, we don't know yet. I mean, we may never know the true reason why he did it. That'll be something that you can speculate on forever. That's what we do, people that are into psychology and stuff. Which I got a good, I mean, I have a pretty good breakdown on why he did what he did. I shouldn't say why he did it, but like what progressed to that point. There's no telling like what was the final straw where he just decided that like he was gonna make society hear him and make him feel him. I don't know if that point happened, but it's definitely a build-up thing. It wasn't just a snap thing, it was like perpetual amount of things happening in this individual's life, and with his mental makeup, it was all bad. Perfect recipe for the psycho to do some crazy stuff. Guys, that being said, that's my opinions and my speculations on the Idaho 4. Much love, dude. Much love and prayers and everything to the families and to the victims. And I just hope that they're looking down and giving their family strength to get through this. Yeah, man. Much love to y'all. It's your boy, the Piscine Predator.